What's going on, guys? My name is JGrayBKK and we are back again. Woo! Last night we had a fantastic live stream. I just finished editing that live stream and there's going to be a video coming up after this one. Maybe tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow evening, I don't know. Depends on my schedule. Not quite sure just yet, but we are going to do our best to make sure that we can get you videos every single day. And so I don't want to burn you out on too many awesome videos, that's for sure. But who knows? It might be coming up tomorrow morning. My morning, your evening. We'll figure it out later. Anyways, today I'm super excited because yesterday on my live stream, we had a fantastic little person, a young man, if you will, a young man named Thunder Kid, who said, JGrayBKK, can you give me some tips for a beginner? And I said, young man, yes, I can. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Today we are going to be talking about the biggest and bestest tips that you can be using here in Badland Brawl so that you can shoot up to the top and be a winner just like me. Now, I know I'm not in the like awesome things. I'm just a winner because I'm a winner in life. I'm killing it in life, all right? I may not be killing it in this game, but we're doing pretty darn good. So the number one tip that I have, not number one as in like it's the best, I mean, the first tip that I have for you is to, you know, get on a team, have that camaraderie and have some fun, all right? So what you're going to want to do is you're definitely going to want to go over and check out the tribe page because here you're going to be able to click there and you can actually search all the different tribes that are there, and you might not know what to do. So you might want to find a tribe that has active members, and the way that you can go in and you can check to see if they are active is you just look right here. You could look at the gears that they have for that day, and the number one players will be at the top. And then you'll also, I'm sorry, the number one trophies for them, this one right there, but then you have the, okay, my hand disappears if I do that. So following that, you have the cards that have been donated. Following that, you have the gears that have been given that day. Now, a lot of teams, they don't really follow the gears for the day rule, and that's just pretty much how they keep their egg up by doing that. So if you scroll through here, I'm sure that we'll find some people who are active. Some people aren't. You know, that's just their thing. But what you really want to look for is cards donated in the week. Now, today is Monday, my time, Sunday, some other people's time. So there was a reset on the card donations. So you're just going to have to go back and check. I would say Saturday is your best day to see which tribes are the most active. But once you find a tribe that is active, the biggest thing that you can do and the biggest help is you can donate. Donate as much as you can because that is how you are going to make a lot of coins. That's how you're going to get a ton of additional XP. And also, it's just going to make your life a lot better because you're going to feel like a good person from donating. This little person right here, Zachary, this is Thunder Boy, all right? So we are contributing to his success and his future in this game just by donating right here. So we're going to go ahead, get a few more, and check that out. You get coins every time you donate. That's huge. That helps you out so much because that's going to help you finance your future purchases and upgrades. Next, the next big tip that you're going to want to do is you are going to want to make sure that you open your eggs. Every 4 hours, one of these eggs pops up. Make sure you enhance it because you just have to watch a video or just turn on the video and not watch it. But once you do that, you get all these great things for free. It's crazy. It's like Christmas, but not. Then you're also going to want to upgrade all the eggs that you get over there from the matches. And there's a couple ways that you could do it. You could open one right away and then wait, or you could do what I do. And if I'm not planning on playing anything in a while, I'll just go ahead and keep upgrading and upgrading. And once I get ready to go play, then I will open the eggs. So we won't do that just yet. Next, all right, so that's like tip number 2. Tip number 3 for beginners is always come over to the shop. They've got great stuff for great prices. Now, when you're starting off, you might only be able to afford rogues. You might only be able to afford doggos. You might only be able to afford the cheap stuff. You might not be able to get the mythicals. I myself can't afford a mythical because I spend too much money and I have problems. Okay. I gamble on my cards over here. So that's kind of what you can do. You can go through, check the shop out. If you're a pay-to-play player, if you like to pay and win a lot because you pay, that's cool. No, I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying you can also buy some cool stuff here too. So go check that out. Shop is definitely the number 3 place that you want to hang out. Now comes the nitty-gritty, the good stuff about the game. the decks. Okay, so there's a lot of ways that you can build your decks, and there's a lot of ways that you can set them up so that they work. But I would say if you don't know what to play, if you don't know how to play something, there's two things that you can do. Number one, if you want really good deck builds, if you want really good ideas, pop over here. Sorry, wrong direction. Over here. I just pointed in the same direction. Pop over here. And up at that little gold crown, you click on that and you can see the top players in the game. You've got Boss 7, Neopard, La Milano, Mr. Sketchy, Cranston, Boy London, Vic. Hey, Vic, you're dropping down there, aren't you? There's several different people with several different awesome decks, and they are all using different decks, which is pretty cool. This deck, I can't use it because he has a level 3 Blastfish. So let's go to the next one. Neopard. Yesterday, I used Neopard's deck. Today, not going to do that because I don't have that green core bomber that he has there. La Milano. Okay, I can play La Milano's deck. That's pretty awesome. So you can actually take their decks and use those for good ideas to build your own decks. Let's go down to Mr. Sketchy, see what he's running, and another deck that I could run very easily. All you have to do is go through, see what the top players are playing, get some ideas about them and what they're doing, and that is how you are going to get some awesome deck ideas. The next thing, go do your homework, right? Go over to BadTube and check out all these little... Right here, we've got Night Fury and we got Bombtastic, some of the top players. Watch how they play. Let's just throw that on right there. And let's just see. Look at that. Bam. Night Fury. Right there with the Sticky Bomb. Right there with the Lumberjacky. And we are already 1/3 of the way through this match with Night Fury starting to win. Night Fury is just taking it away right here. Will he win, though? I don't know. I didn't look at the results. Anyways, Night Fury is going through there, killing it. We are halfway through this match, and now he's going through with the Bomb Golem. If you don't have Bomb Golem, that's all right. Find another card to take his place. What is Bomb Golem? Bomb Golem is a pusher. All right, and we'll talk about pushers here in a moment. So you got the Quakes. You've got a lot of things going on. Last few seconds of the game. It is a tie at the moment. And now Night Fury has taken the lead. And Night Fury is going to take the win right there. And that's what you do. You just go in. You go see what's happening. And you see how other people are playing. Watch how they play their decks. Watch how they do everything. And that is how you are going to get better at the game, just watching people and see how they play. Go ahead, watch me if you'd like. I think I'm a pretty good person to watch for this game. Okay, and now, finally, after you've done all that, go back to your deck, and let's talk about our decks. There's two things about the decks that you need to know. Number one is the party trophies, okay? Party trophies are going to be what either kills you or makes your game absolutely great, all right? Party trophies are what makes or breaks you. So the higher the party trophies you have, the lower trophies that you are going to win in a match. The lower the party trophies you have, the higher party trophies you're going to, or the higher total trophies, which you guys can't see it because I've got my little logo hanging up right above it. But if we go ahead and we pop that off right there, you can see up at the top I have 2,954 trophies. The more you get, the higher up in the ranks you move, the more experience that you get, blah, blah, blah. But if you have a high party trophy deck and you're also high in total trophies, then you're going to be having some problems. You're going to be losing some major trophies if you lose, and you're going to be winning very few trophies if you do win. So the idea is you want to be playing a blue or a green deck as much as possible. Right here, you can see that this party trophy is at, or this deck's party trophy is at 1,132, whereas my red one, 1,200, and that is just too much. And right here, you can see from the little notification, it's saying your party trophies are high. You are likely to receive only a few trophies from a victory. And what I think that this should really say is you're likely to lose a lot if you lose with this deck. But you can go through, you can fix that, and you might be able to make an amazing deck with very few party trophies. So you can go ahead and you can make it green. And if you are able to make your deck green, then you will have by far the best deck. Come on. You're supposed to be green now. Do it. Rid of you, we'll get rid of you, we'll get rid of you as well. Right there. Okay, so now you can see my party trophies have gone green, and that means that if I win with this deck, I am going to get a lot of trophies, which is just going to shoot me straight up to the top. And that is how you kind of build your decks so that you're going to get a lot of trophies. The more trophies you get, the higher you move, the more cards that you unlock that are going to be available for you to gain. And the more cards that you are able to gain, the better the decks that you're going to be able to build. You'll also be getting more cards from your eggs as you move through. You'll also be getting the ancient eggs, which will help you build your decks and get some pretty awesome cards and awesome coins to go with them. So huge thing is that you really don't want to be playing with red decks, okay? You want to be playing with blue or green because that's how you're going to be getting the most trophies from your wins. Now, when we talk about your decks, it really comes down to personal preference how you build your deck. If you want to build your deck strong like me, I prefer to have 1 or 2 type of pushers as well as some aerial defense. And then after that, it's just kind of, whatever, I can win. So for this deck right here, you can see that I actually didn't like this deck because there's no real bombs that I can use. Sure, I have the bomb drone, which is okay. He's not the best, but he's all right as a bomb. But if we look at this deck right here, we've got 3 main bombs. We have the floating bomb, and then we have the doggos. I like this deck. It's pretty all right, okay? This deck right here, probably my favorite deck. You got my 3 favorite, you have my big old pusher right there, Lumberjacky. Totally OP, totally awesome. Use her if you have her. Then you also have Rogue, who is my second favorite card. He's really good at taking down bomb drones and just blocking any mediocre flying attacks. And then you have this little gal right here, this little boy right here, who will go through and just knock bombs out of the way for you, which is really good. Then you have your doggos and your regular bomb. This is my ideal deck. You have 3 pushers, which are the 3 people, I guess. And then you have some additional cards that you can play with. In this deck right here, I still think it's pretty okay. You have doggos, which is a chip. You have the bomb birds, you have the doggos, you have the flying doggos. That's going to give you a lot of small damage, and the cards are relatively cheap for what you're paying for them. So that's pretty good right there. You have a couple bombs as well, and then you have both the drone bomb and the spider bomb. So you got some people that can push on the ground for you with the doggos, and that's pretty much it. You just need to be able to defend the air and defend the ground. If you go in with a deck that can't defend either of those, you are most likely going to lose because most decks will have at least one form of air attack, and most decks will have at least one form of ground attack. Now, if you can control both of those and make it work, then you are good to go. The final tip for deck building that I have for you guys is let's check out one of these decks like right here and how I would play this deck. What I would say is that you really need to focus on how you're working and how you're building your decks because you need to make sure that they have synergy. And by synergy, I mean, what can this deck do together? Well, we have Rogue. He's kind of my defensive card. I don't use him for anything other than defense if I can. We have doggos, which can push bombs on the ground, which is great. We have the saw, which can throw bombs into the other side or stop people pretty easily, so that's a defensive card. And then you have your offense, which is Lumberjacky and Bomb Drone. And so what I would try to do is I would actually try to play Bomb Drone first, send it through the air, and then it'll probably get shot down by arrows, which is pretty okay, because you just wait. Let it get shot down. Then you send out Lumberjacky, and she's out there, and she's just smashing it for you. And while she's out there, you can also maybe throw the mini bomb in front of her as well. Get little striker boy out there, and you're going to be knocking bombs into their tower with ease. So that's how I play this deck. So the idea is you just need to think about how the cards work together and how you're able to make them work in synergy. And then finally, just try to find your combos. Try to think creatively. There are a lot of combos that just come out and people are like, holy crap, how did you do that? We never thought of it. Even the developers were just stunned by the fact that people were throwing the core bomber with the balloon. They thought that was amazing. And that was just an amazing creative combo that somebody came up with. So there's no limit to what you can do. The game is very open to how you can play it, and you can play your own style. So just play around. And if you're not sure how a card reacts, you always have that practice button right there. All right, you can do it. Go to friendly matches, play friendly matches. That'll help you out as well. And then a bonus tip for you guys. Bonus tip right here is do duos. Get that egg pumped up to 9 or 10. Don't put too much effort into it, but you'll get a lot of coins, you'll get a lot of gears, and your life will be much better if you play with duos to help you out. because it's going to help out your team. It's going to make everybody happy, and you're going to get some pretty cool stuff. You get a lot of coins. That's why I like playing duos. And then also, you're kind of helping everybody else who is contributing to the team. So that's it for today's video, you guys. No gameplay. I know. I'm sorry. We'll talk about more strategic things in another one, but this is just tips for beginners and building decks and just getting ready to get into the game. So if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to have fun playing this game, all right? Don't worry about being too competitive. Just have fun. Play the game as it was meant to be. Fun, fun, fun. You guys, my name's JGrayBKK, and that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.